So as we get started here today, hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. You might be seeing something missing in my head, and that is this very thing, my headphones. They're dead. So I am not hearing the game audio as well. I'm listening to it over my speakers because I still need some audio. I didn't need it, but I want it. But I also can't have it too loud because otherwise the microphone will pick it up and it will be like echoing sound because it's an entire thing. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And as well, in the layout you can see, I think there's only been one evolution off screen, which is Harry is now a Toka Kid, and that took forever. Because firstly I had to walk around for like literally an hour and a half with Harry, until it evolved into a Toka Tick, at which point I was like, okay, you're happy enough, you're learning Return right away. But then obviously you need a shiny stone, and the only real way to get a shiny stone this early in the game is through super training, secret super training as a matter of fact. And for that you need a Pokemon with full effort values. So I super trained Gerald up to max effort values, so Gerald's special attack is through the freaking roof, and I just mostly to get done with like level 1, 2 and 3 of super training. I did all the other super trainings like once and then only focus on special attack, and that just filled up the entire thing. So Gerald is now maxed out on effort values, meaning that Gerald is actually very powerful on top of being a higher level. Look at that special attack stat, it's 71! That's by far the highest stat I have on the team right now. And that includes some Pokemon's, every Pokemon's HP. Gerald is going to wreck anything that comes across. I also did turn off the EXP share because I felt like it was a little bit overpowered, and we're going to start using the actual team members. Now, Gerald is going to take a little bit of a backseat, and I think we're supposed to go north here. But we are on Route 7, and Route 7 means a new encounter. And Route 6 also means, or Route 8? That's 6. No, that's 6. Also means a new encounter. So we're going to be able to fill out the team today, and then hopefully also get our first box Pokemon for a backup. And I think I wanted to say no there, because I don't care about berries. Also, it's very late today. Also, one moment. I just glazed my window blinds because the light, and it's very late outside, and I don't want people looking inside seeing like very like lights and camera. I mean talking, because people make noise when they see somebody do it. I've complained about this before, but when you see somebody with a camera, just go out of your way to just like not bother them. Don't make noise. Don't think you're funny. You might think, oh, I see a camera now. I don't usually see cameras. Let's do something funny. But you know what? The person actually carrying the camera and doing their freaking job, or in this case, it's not my job, but you get my point. Yeah, they have that happen to them pretty much every day. So don't do that. So yeah, I just needed to close the window blinds there. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, it's very late. It's 9:15 PM. And usually I wouldn't record this late, but tomorrow I'm leaving for my vacation, and I kind of really need to record 2 more episodes before that, because otherwise there's not going to be enough videos going up while I'm away. So that is pretty much the reason I'm recording this now. I could record this tomorrow early in the morning. There's a TM there. How do I get to that TM? Not like this? Not like this? Eventually we'll be able to find out how, I imagine. So there's going to be probably 2 episodes recorded right now, and they might be a little bit shorter. I feel like this might not be entirely random. I feel like this usually would also be in order now. I'm still gonna catch it. But exactly for that reason, these things are freaking impossible to kill. At least maybe especially defensive. No, I think they just have a huge amount of HP because they also give a very good amount of experience, just like Chansey. And isn't there like some meme, some joke out there where they say actually my cursor's capturing, which like this, the quote unquote jacket Ordino wears is a Chansey skin or something like that. I don't remember. I saw something of the sort once. So yeah, this episode, the next episode might be a little bit shorter because I need to get them done, and it's either shorter episodes or no episodes, most likely. So probably a little bit shorter episodes. There's not going to be like 10-minute episodes because we're already like 5 minutes in and I'm not even done capturing this Ordino. But they're going to be more towards 25 than 35 minutes. They're going to be on the shorter side of 30 minutes. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Because I want to keep this entire recording under an hour since it's past 9 PM. And I'll not be done recording until at least 10 PM. And I don't want that. So I think Bob might be ready to avoid... Did I catch it or did I kill it? I caught it. Okay. I wasn't sure there because I got a lot of experience and... I just forgot that in newer generations you get experience for catching Pokemon, as it should be, to be honest. Ordino, female, you're going to be called... you always strike me as a Sarah. I don't know why. Sarah the Ordino, welcome to the team. And now we can... I swear to God, if this is actually a good Pokemon, I'm gonna lose my shit. Honestly, I'm not mad. I think Ordino might not necessarily be a better fit for our team. But neither one was really that great at the end of the day. I think either one works, neither one is great. And this is technically a different area. Can I catch Pokemon here? I don't think I can. Can I? Yeah, that's Route 6 again. I've already caught the Ordino here. I was gonna say I probably should have waited with my encounter until I could go to the grass there, but it's all randomized, so it shouldn't matter that much, really, right? But then again, that encounter with the Ordino seems like it might not have been randomized because I am 99% sure usually you do find Ordino there. Then again, Ordino is a Gen 5 Pokemon. But Ordino is also the only Gen 5 Pokemon that actually has a Mega Evolution, so... I don't know. Do you usually find Ordino there? I feel like you might. But I also feel like I have no idea what I'm talking about. So... Just ignore me. Pretty much that's the best course of action in any scenario when I'm saying something. Just ignore me. Also, probably, do I want to have super training on the bottom of the screen at all times? Because an empty PSS is not going to be very interesting, and the Pokemon on me screen is not going to be very interesting either. So I guess having like a extra team preview in the bottom of the screen there through the super training screen, I guess it doesn't hurt. It's not great either. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm just supposed to go up to the balcony, right? And then just watch the fireworks. Or am I supposed to go to... Yeah, I'm supposed to do the first thing. Also, I'm going to use a lot of weird actions. I'm tired, alright? So yeah, there's a fall through in... Oh, that looks so bad. In my memory, this looks a lot better, but that's just a flat texture. There's no geometry there whatsoever. In my memory, you could actually see like more hedges there, but that's just flat textures. That's some N64 shit right there. To be fair, the 3DS probably isn't that much more powerful than the N64, I imagine. A fair bit more powerful, but not that much. I mean, there's quite a number of 3DS games that are N64 games remade, right? Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and can't reach the backside this way. And Majora's Mask is on the 3DS, and Luigi's Mansion isn't really a remake, and it's a GameCube game originally anyway, as much as it's a sequel. Anyway, it's a Mario 64 shit. Well, now that I say that, actually, Mario 64 DS was the normal DS, not the 3DS. And that also still did look better. Though it was a lower resolution, it did just look better because more high polygon models than the... That would have been very easy to miss. Is HMO1 not required in this game? I can't see it being a requirement if it's that easy to miss. Aren't these mazes shaped in the shape of certain Pokemon? Okay, this is the first row. So this is the far-fetched thing from Gen 2, but just more annoying. And the only reason it's more annoying is just because I don't know the puzzle by heart. Oh, you need to lead him into that dead end. Okay, no, this does make sense to me. This does make sense to me. I also got a text, which I might have to check, because I was actually like... talking... Well, it probably isn't a text. It could be a text, it could be an email. But I was actually talking to a client before this. Let's go here. Chase it up. How? I want to chase you up. How do I chase you up? Wait, this is exactly what I mean. How do I do this? Can I just place you here? Yeah. No? Yeah. Maybe it would be better for me to wait where I can see several directions. Here? I mean, technically if I put you in the place where I wanted to put you, you can see in 3 directions, which is plenty. Actually, that's just as much as you can see now. Okay, I got it. I gotta place you... Yes. I gotta place you here. Because if I come... no. If I come to him from the right now, he can only go up. And now I place you where you just were. Okay, so the puzzle does make sense now, but it's still... It's... Again, it's a far-fetched puzzle from Gen 2, but worse. Is it actually worse? I don't know that I say that. It is, but I think it is. I think it's not as fun. I think the other one in Gen 2... I don't know, maybe the Gen 2 one is not as well put together as one of the Gen 4 remakes. Are they different? I feel like they might be different. I'm remembering the one in Hard Gold, Soul Silver at any rate. I don't know if the one in Gold and Silver itself, a crystal, is different. I don't think it is. But let me go check that text or email real quickly, because it could be important. Not that I can do anything about it in the middle of a recording, but at least I'll know what to do. Turns out it was neither. It was a message in my Discord server. Link is down below in the description, by the way. Come join it. It's a fun place to hang out. It's been a little bit more active lately, and people actually are using it. Which is for the first time in literally years that people are talking in there and actually there's a little bit of community going on there, which I do enjoy, which I do very much like. So go ahead and join the Discord, link below in the description. And while you're at it, I mean, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't enjoyed this video. It's not the end of the video yet, but I'm still doing this because why the frick wouldn't I? Because it annoys people, that's why. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, But people get annoyed when people do the like and subscribe thing at the end of videos. I mean, you've gotten free entertainment for like half an hour. I mean, if you're already subscribed, it's like 20 seconds at most. And if you're not, statistics prove that reminding people to like leave a like or subscribe or comment or whatever, as well as anecdotal evidence, but also statistics, they just show that it does help. People do interact more when you do say that. Specifically, at the end of the video, maybe not. Maybe it's a better idea to do it somewhere throughout the video, but I think that would be more annoying, in my opinion. To interrupt the flow of the video like I did just now, and remind people to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. I leave that to the end of the video for people who've seen the entire video, clearly have enjoyed it, because they watched like half an hour of me. At which point, just giving them like the opportunity. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Maybe I'm not very objective in this matter, because obviously I would prefer if a lot of people liked, commented, and subscribed to my channel on this video. And as somebody who only watches, maybe you get to hear that probably every video you watch, and it gets annoying. It gets like very old very quickly, I imagine. So I do understand it, but on the other hand side, again, it's free content. So I don't know. If people were annoyed with that kind of stuff, like ads in content you pay for, is fairly annoying. As a matter of fact, I just found out the other day that when you have a channel membership to a certain channel, you still do see ads on that channel. And I don't know how that works, but I'm assuming that's like just a YouTube side of thing. That's just how the YouTube system works. Probably to prevent people from not getting YouTube Premium, I imagine. But even then, it's so much more profitable for YouTube as well if people buy a lot of channel memberships instead of YouTube Premium. And YouTube Premium is already more profitable compared to just ads. But if I'm paying like, I don't know what the minimum, I think the minimum is $1 a month. You're not gonna get $1 a month worth of ad impressions out of anybody. It's just, you know, you are more valuable than ads, even if you just pay $1 a month as a person. At which point, I am severely annoyed that YouTube still serves me ads on channels I am a channel member to. That stuff annoys me because I am paying for something, and once I'm paying for something, I do expect a certain service. And with that service, I mean, again, if I'm doing something, maybe this is like too like modern and millennial, because if you go back to like television, you do also pay for your television package and then also get ads on top of that. A lot more ads than you get on YouTube, obviously. So maybe it's not that big of a deal, but I'm just, in principle, I'm just annoyed that I pay for something and I still get like ads. The same way I am absolutely not okay with a full release, or actually any kind of game that I paid money for to get. Anything you have to buy, which also has microtransactions. That's a fairly new thing. That's only been a thing over the last couple of years, and that's not okay. Microtransactions are a real great alternative to make money. And as a matter of fact, usually they make more money than a average just game that gets sold for like even 10, 20, 30 bucks, right? But if you're paying full price for a AAA game, like, I don't know, just saying something like Assassin's Creed or something. Just something random, you know? What is he sending out? I didn't pay attention. When in doubt, go into Gerald. I'm not going to be paying anything for in-game content. I'll pay for DLC. I'll pay for additional... Well, that was potentially a good and potentially a bad choice on my part. I'm such a high level, you're going to be one-shots anyway. But yeah, that's my opinion on that kind of stuff. I don't mind DLC. To a certain extent. I mean, if it's like very lazy and very overpriced DLC, like the last DLC for Skyrim, I think, the home one, where you can adopt a child and build a home and that kind of stuff. Didn't like that one. But the first DLC, which was Dawnguard for Skyrim, I think that's a fair DLC. And if the Kingdom Hearts Remind for Kingdom Hearts 3, that DLC, also Bob just evolved into a crocodile, is anything like Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, depending on its pricing, I think that'll be a fair DLC as well. And generally I'm not against DLC. As a matter of fact, I might be inclined to say that I am very much for DLC. It's just... It's something different. And it's also a complicated matter because obviously sometimes DLC means content is being withheld until you buy the DLC. Obviously that's not what I mean. I mean extra content on top of a completed game. But you can make conspiracy theories about the fact that they did withhold things in development to be able to make DLC, and they should have just made the entire game plus all the DLC packages and just make that the game. It's just not how the world works. It never has. It's not like in the 90s we had expansion packs. It's the exact same. Yeah, I'm going to do the Snorlax, and I think that's going to be our encounter for this route as well. I don't know if it's going to be randomized. I imagine that it will not be randomized. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna catch it either way. If it's a Snorlax, it's a Snorlax. If it's randomized, it's randomized. But I'm fairly certain this won't be randomized, potentially. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so this is just our encounter. Is it though? Is it? You know what? I've already had 2 Pokemon which weren't randomized, that being the 2 starters. I'm going to prevent catching non-randomized Pokemon wherever I can. Which means that I'm just going to kill the Snorlax, and I don't know if there's any more... I'm sorry, what? You took that very, very well. That makes me think I might want to catch the Snorlax. I'm not going to. For you took that very well. I think there is more grass or flowers later on this route, which will allow me to capture something. Oh, that's not good. Well, I do have a massive special attack, as we discussed at the beginning of this episode, so this should still do a fair amount of damage. That was a critical hit though. Of course you have a berry. I don't have a speed button. That's the thing, I do not have a speed button. I would very much like a speed button right about now, but just give me another critical hit. This thing has taken hits for days, and I don't like it. Will another one... I mean, you can defense scroll all you want. I'm not going to use a physical attack against you, because that wasn't doing jack shit. Actually, I used water gun against you, didn't I? I haven't used a single physical attack yet. Maybe that would have been better? Definitely not with Gerald. Gerald definitely has an absolutely horrible physical attack. Yeah. So now we can hopefully capture an actual encounter for this episode and then end of the episode. Maybe, potentially, that would be kind of nice. Can you tell I'm trying to hold back a sneeze? I think it's leaving. I don't want to sneeze into like my microphone because it's going to be fucking loud. Okay, so our encounter for Route 7, and the last thing that will happen in this episode is a daycare tutorial. Fucking really. I don't want a daycare tutorial. Some other time. Some other time. I was gonna ask, am I allowed to like breed things and then hatch the eggs in a city for extra encounters, but that would only obviously give us Pokemon we already have. So that wouldn't really do anything good for us. This is going to be our actual encounter for route number 7, and it's going to be a Nidoran meal, which means that I have to eventually, when this thing joins the team, probably do a lot of more super training. Well, at least as I do have a max effort value Pokemon now to get a Moonstone. So that's gonna be fun. Let's try to capture this Nidoran. Obviously, it's going to be a boy name that actually did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to do. I mean, we do have a thing with like Nidoran for a naming scheme, that is. I think in my Pokemon Black Randomizer I had a Nidoran which I called Leap or Cradily in reference to another nickname from like Pokemon Through the Years Season 3, which was a reference to the Nidoran female from Pokemon Through the Years Season 2. So this one I'm going to call... I'm going to call this one Big D. Because that's what I wanted to call myself in this game, obviously. So, Big D it is. Big D the Nidoran. If you don't understand that reference, I don't blame you. It's also in the dead box, which I didn't want it to be. It's quite a story. It's quite a story which started back like 4 years ago, maybe even longer, honestly, in Pokemon Through the Years. I don't even know which one it was, but it was a Nidoran female, which we called something, and then one after that, or maybe the most recent one, which obviously didn't end up completing either way, because doing a race through every single Pokemon generation is freaking impossible. I got a Nidoran male, then named it something, then it's a legacy at this point. A legacy going back pretty much as far as the name Bob, I think. Anyway, that's been the episode for today. Until the next time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have indeed enjoyed the video, which hopefully you have. Next time we will be back doing some more stuff. I don't actually know if I need to record a second video today. I might not. I'll check that, because if I don't need to, I probably won't. Because I'm tired. And it's 11, it's not 11:40, it's 9:40. Which is quite late for me to be recording, because usually I don't record this late. And I think for very good reason. Until the next time, I'll see you all next time. Yeah, obviously. This is why I don't record late. Bye.